Hello and welcome to the upper room. Today we are going to see a beautiful verse from Isaiah, and we are going to see Isaiah chapter 32 verse 15. And this verse says, "Until the Spirit is poured upon us from on high, and the wilderness becomes a fruitful tree, and the fruitful field is deemed a forest." So beautiful, right? The wilderness will become a fruitful field. A field is a place where we have a lot of produce. It is a life-sustaining, produce. And then the fruitful field is deemed a forest. The forest is almost like an uncontrollable growth, and it is so thick, it is so resourceful. If you look at the Amazon, it sustains so much life, it's unbelievable, right? So that's what it is. And when does this happen? When the Spirit is poured up upon us from all high. So the Holy Spirit has the ability to make things that are barren, to make things that are of no use into something that is fruit bearing, something that produces good. So in your life, if there's an area in your life that you feel that there is wilderness, it could be your career, you feel very unresourceful. I have felt that before in a job where I felt I was not resourceful, and God has opened up ways for me to get a new job. It could be many areas. It could be a spiritual life. You may be feeling so, dry, and the Holy Spirit, when He comes upon you, He can liven that. Maybe a relationship with your spouse that is almost run out. You have no energy to, work on that relationship. When the Holy Spirit comes upon it, it becomes a fruitful field. But at the same time, also want to tell you how the Holy Spirit is so powerful, that He can also help us in a very different way. This is a very different testimony. It may not, it's very hard for everybody to take, but how He can make you fruitful. Sometimes He changes the situation for us. Like, I didn't have a job, He gave me a job. There are people who are, suffering in a relationship, He changes. Once I met a lady and I said hello to her, and generally inquired, "How many kids do you have?" And she said, "Hey, I don't have kids." And I felt so sad. I said, "I'm so sorry." And she said, "Don't say I'm sorry, because this becomes my testimony. Every time people ask me, sorry, you don't have kids," I say, "No, please don't say sorry. I have Jesus, and I'm really happy." And it surprises them. And she said how she had shared this with a non-Christian, somebody known to her, and how they were so surprised that she could be so content without a child, and that person accepted the Lord. See how even the wilderness and a barrenness became something that could produce fruit for the Lord. So there is no situation, in no circumstance, that God can't use it to produce fruit. So allow the Holy Spirit to come upon you and let Him make your wilderness fruitful today.